Welcome to Levyland with me, the Reverend Bob Levy, Rob Saul, Chris Abels, live. We are live. We just got set up. Sorry we're late, but everything's always fucked up in our fucking lives.
Bob's fucked up. He got a fucking stuck in the arm, and then we have to pay for it.
No, you have to pay for it. Listen to me. Fucking look. I have to do what I got to do. All right. The fucking shot didn't fuck me up. It's just like water going in me. It ain't gonna do nothing to me. I did it because my son wanted me to get it, so I fucking did it. Now I didn't get it and fucking wore a fucking pink shirt right after with a Macho Man on it. No, because that would be really gay.
Yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, snap into a fucking foot-long cock, you fucking sissy prick.
I can dig it, brother.
I know you fucking can. Jesus fucking Christ.
So you're a product of the system now.
I'm a product of this, whatever you want to call it. Look, man, my wife, they forced my wife. They forced her at work, and this is what happened.
They wanted to kill off her husband.
This is what she told me. Okay, she was basically forced to have it done, right? So basically, she was gone for 2 days. Okay, this is what happened. Now here's the story. She said that they forced her to do it. They threw her down in a room, right? Blindfolded her. 2 guys fuck her in the ass.
Are you sure it's a shot?
Gave her a needle. They gave her a needle, right? Yeah. Gave her hickeys all over her fucking ass and neck.
Yeah,
and
that's the experience I got when I got my shot.
Yeah,
too.
And she basically said that's why she was gone for 2 days. And I go, well, honey, you never lied to me before. So,
and that's why you signed up for the shot, right?
Well, I went right in there. I was like, I can't believe. They said, there's the door. I'm like, what are you talking about? I brought flowers and candy, motherfucker. I'm hanging out here. They made me sit for fucking 15 minutes like I'm going to faint like a bitch. I was like, I did because I didn't want to faint like a bitch in front of people. But the whole thing is that I sat there because he's telling me, well, you can, you got to sit down because you might faint. And I'm like, I go, do you still get COVID if you have this? And he's like, yeah, but you don't get as sick. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I heard. You know, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm talking to someone. He goes, your arm might blow up tomorrow. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, it was nothing good that he said it was going to happen, but nothing affects me. Look at me. I've been sticking fucking shit that I don't even know in my body for years. So, in my nose. So you think that fucking little flu fucking virus shit is going to get me? No, not now. Not now, motherfuckers.
That might be why your son asked you to sign up also.
To sign up? Oh, I'd talk louder, motherfucker. I know you're in West Virginia, but I can't hear you, dumb fucking ass.
Turn your hearing aid up.
My hearing aid. Fucking my hearing aid good, motherfucker. I didn't get mine at Walmart. Yeah, so I got the shot. I was a little fucking tired today. I don't know. Maybe because I was up. I was thinking I got to go get this fucking shot, you know?
Gina told me you take like 10 naps a day. Like
I don't take like 10 naps a day.
Nursing home patient.
Like I said, I can't sleep around here. Every time I fall asleep, she starts shaking me and going, are you breathing? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, how can somebody sleep around here when she thinks I'm dead every time I'm sleeping? Yeah. And she starts moving me around. Are you breathing?
Under your nose.
Yeah, I didn't know you were breathing. I thought you were dead. And I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Looks can be deceiving.
Oh, looks. Fucking, I look great laying there. I'm like a fucking goddamn trophy that laying next to her on that fucking bed, you know?
A trophy husband.
Listening.
Yeah, well, trophy doesn't have a pulse either.
A pulse. Oh, fuck you. Look at that fucking shirt you have on, you sissy motherfucker. I would smack you. Which side are you on? Which side is he on?
Both of us.
Hit him on all sides. Yeah,
I'm going to grab Chris's balls. Oh, there he is. No, actually, I'm at home, but you guys wouldn't know that. I'm actually at home because of the fact I didn't want to drive tonight. You know what I mean? I was having the spins.
You're not supposed to drive in your 70s anyway, but you know.
Yeah, I had the withdrawal because I had the spins. So I won't be in the Olympics this year.
Are you sure it was the coke shot that they shot you up with? If you're having the spins, it might have been heroin.
Nah, well, I got to come back again. I got to go back for another one. I was like, "What? You got to come back? What the fuck?" He goes, "Which arm do you want it in?" I should have said the middle one.
Baby arm.
Try to get me in the vein, motherfucker.
I never went back for my second one. The first one was enough. I said, I'm done.
Yeah, but you're small. Look at you. You're like a fucking poodle that can say a few words. You know what I mean? You're different. Yeah, one thing that's all you need. You know what I mean? Me, I'm a fucking grown man. Look at me. I'm a man. I fucking, I can go to a water fountain and just fucking put my mouth there without fucking reaching all the way up. You know what I mean?
It's a fountain of youth, but
well, maybe if it was in there, I'd look better because I can drink out of it. You fuck.
Rob, you didn't go back and get the second shot?
No.
That's ludicrous.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to.
I know. I was. I just couldn't bring myself. They said that's the second one. They say you feel worse, and I was talking to Bob off the air, and he was like, "I feel so tired. I got the shot today." And I'm like, "That's exactly how I felt. I felt like I was on a sleeping pill for 2 days."
Yeah, but you were because I put one in your drink because I was gonna fuck you in the ass again when you fucking passed out.
I've been telling all my friends that one of the COVID shot symptoms was a sore asshole, but now it all makes sense. It's coming together.
Yeah, well, it is pretty much true because I've been in a bad mood, so I'm a sore asshole today. I don't know. I'm fucking like, what the fuck is going on today? Let's get with it, motherfuckers. It ain't me. You know?
I've been so busy opening this vegan restaurant. Today was
the doors of the Lettuce Palace opened right now.
Yes.
Now this must have been there must have been people just fucking throwing stakes into the streets saying no more. There's a place that sells lettuce coming. They're gonna heat it up for it. They're gonna make it look like a fucking chicken wing. We're gonna get the fish out of here too. Everything.
I was trying to prepare for this opening because I knew it's going to be busy, and I went in there. We didn't open until 10 in the morning. At 8 in the morning, I got in there to start setting up, and there's people tapping on the windows, mouthing at me, asking me questions through the window at 8 in the morning, and I'm just like
what?
Like, will you suck my dick for $5?
I wasn't unlocking the door to go talk to everybody. I had shit to do.
Hey, come out here and lick my balls. I'll give you 10. And Rob's like, what?
Yeah.
I'd be knocking on the glass.
Where's the closest crack dealer was one of the things I could read.
I would have been knocking on that window saying, is this real? Like, people are going to buy this shit?
Yeah, why is that puppet selling fucking lettuce? I swear to God, if Otto would have lived, I would have made him make a puppet that looked like you. Just a fucking
the Rob puppet.
What do you call it? I don't know. Cunt woman. That's the only thing I can. When I think of Rob, he's never happy. He's just, it's amazing. He should be fucking happy. It's happy. You opened up the Lettuce fucking Palace today. It was mobbed. They had to turn people, not turn people away. They had to refund money. Great opening day for us. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't eat meat. You don't know how to do business.
Oh, stop it. No,
did you have to do a lot of refunds?
I mean, it was just there was a lot to do, and we weren't prepared to serve that many people.
Wait a minute, aren't you the manager? Isn't that your job to make sure you're prepared for something like this, like a grand opening? Who would they go to? The manager, the head tomato.
No, the owner was there. She was cooking.
No, but you're the manager. That's who they go to. You're the one who's supposed to get this shit done, dude. Maybe that's why you never kept the job longer than 2 weeks.
Oh, stop it. I've kept the job longer than 2 weeks. I mean, I've had one for at least a month, I can remember.
The opening of the lettuce store.
Yeah, it was you've worked more before this thing opened. He's already played. Anyone need a job? Hit me up. The place didn't even open. You fucking, what kind of manager's not ready when it's fucking opens then? God, come on, stop crying.
Oh, shut up. I'm not crying. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I hate to offend someone of your Hebrew nature, Bob, but praise God.
What?
When did you find God? Was this at like the sober house or whatever?
Sober house, yeah, fucking. But thank God you're still sober because he's working in bars. He does everything. He doesn't care. He's like the fucking you had to send people from the lettuce place home today, right? You had to give them money back. Tell the truth.
Listen, I didn't have to send them home. Some people were just didn't
going that way after. They just decided to go that way all of a sudden. Now, why did they, Rob?
There was a wait. There's a little bit of a wait. We had a lot of people.
So are you refunding money because like you guys are like, if it doesn't taste like a cheeseburger, we'll give your money
No,
back?
the people that ate, which were most of the people, I wasn't, refund. They loved it. They said it was worth the wait.
I mean, is that why you refund the money though?
What? No,
No.
it's
Because they're like,
people
this
that-
didn't.
it was a long wait, and people were trying to come on their breaks and stuff real quick. And
Oh,
So
shit.
you hire people that jerk off during their breaks. You just said.
no,
People
I'm
were
talking
trying to
about
come on
people
their
that were
breaks?
buying the
You
stuff.
said
were
people were
coming-
trying to come on their breaks. What kind of fucking people do you hire? You fucking
No, not the
vegetarian
customers
fucking
were trying to
psychos.
come on their breaks, not my employees.
The customers are trying to leave. They're like,
No,
I
they were-
fucking paid
they were trying
$8
to
for
leave.
fucking lettuce and a cucumber.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
stop.
the mad people standing back and they're like, what are they doing? Waiting for the grass to grow?
Yeah, that's actually a fun. You know what? I'm going to give that one to Chris Hales.
You see,
Actually,
that's good.
compliments are Jake Valentine.
Of course, of course.
I love when my
thought
girls
Abel
are
spotted
happy.
something clever.
I love when my girls are happy again. You see, this is what makes a father happy when his
Only
girls
takes
get
a
back
week.
together.
Mm.
Look,
Yeah.
whatever. It was a tough week, all right? It was a tough week for all of us, okay? I got fucking held down and shut up like a heroin addict by a Chinese doctor. What are the odds of that? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
kind
A
of
Chinese
kind of a
doctor?
kick in
You
the
took
ass.
that shot from a Chinese doctor?
Kind of a kick in the ass. 2 kicks in the ass. But, he's my friend. He loves me and I love him. But it's kind of weird that it came down to this.
Yeah,
You realize the guy that works at Wawa is not a doctor, right?
they're giving him at Wawa with a
Yeah,
hoagie during Hoagie Fest.
Yeah, I was trying to get Eagles tickets. I was trying to hold out, but I've seen the Eagles suck, so I was like, fuck it.
Well, hey guys, we have a guest tonight.
We do have a guest tonight.
He's in the waiting room, Chris. It's one of a very dear friend of mine who I love very much. He is now the co-host of Louder with Crowder on louderwithcrowder.com. So can we please welcome and bring in our good friend Dave Landau? Oh, there he is. Hi,
Look at
Dave.
that.
Hello.
They
Can you
told
guys
me I
hear
would
me?
see you when you were
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Look at you didn't even
Oh.
unpack all the way yet. I
I
love
haven't. I don't
I
have
was
faith
waiting
in
for the
staying
next
long.
offer.
it. You see, that's the whole
Yes.
thing. You when you say that, man, it's like when you go to different towns, you're like, you never know. You want to get the fuck, It's like in this business, it's like especially when you're doing radio, you're everywhere you want to go, and you're like, this ain't gonna be. I'm gonna go here next. I'm gonna go. But it's like it's great when you get places all over. Like when I moved to Florida, I'm probably gonna be so happy I'll just hang myself. I have nothing better to do.
Oh, it's usually what people
Get
do
this
in
man to
Florida.
Florida.
Just get down there, hang yourself in a closet, like the kid from
Carradine
Sequest.
It's over. I did it all. I
Or
went
you
there to
can-
die.
You can drive into a tree in Tampa, like the guy on your shirt, Rob.
Yes. Oh yeah.
People
Into
still
a
go to
tree.
that. People still go to that tree and just leave do rags and sunglasses and
Are
stuff.
you serious?
Yes, yeah, it's somebody's house.
It's that bad. People
Like
do this.
every morning, imagine waking up and just looking outside and remembering that Randy Savage died smashing into your tree.
Hey, free Slim Jims.
Yeah,
Where's
he
the South End?
smacked
I
into
want
a branch.
do-rags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Go with my shirt.
there you
That
go.
is so amazing that like I loved wrestling, but then I looked at wrestling fans and I go, I can't say I'll make believe I'm not one of them because they're almost retarded.
Yeah, my kid's 6, so he's getting into it. So I'm showing him all the old matches on Peacock, like
Yeah.
all like
That's what I
especially
have,
the
yeah.
Silver Dome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome because I loved Randy Savage, and then
He's my favorite.
I didn't realize he looked basically like Santa Claus when he died. Like he was
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
He was no longer the Savage. He was just a dude
Yeah.
who had a Jeep and a heart problem he was unaware of.
And you remember Miss Elizabeth? I mean, she died of an overdose and was being beat up by Lex Luger at the end of her
Lex Luger killed Randy Savage's wife. Isn't that amazing?
You see,
that
he
also
never got the
comes
belt
with-
from him. Never got the belt, but he killed
No,
his fucking
But he
wife.
still murdered his wife. So I mean, really, it's
Oh, that's
the first lady of wrestling
Yeah.
overdosed just like every other wrestler. Fell down a staircase.
Yeah.
Fell.
yeah. If you have a drug problem, if you have into pills and shit, get into wrestling. because it's just your business. That's what it is. You're on fucking pills all the time. You're wrestling. You're in pain. There you go. You come out. You're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna. Somebody's dying.
Oh yeah, or you're like Jake the Snake, where you do get sober after, and you just can't move because you're in so much pain. All the time.
He doesn't even have the energy to throw that snake on anyone anymore.
No, he never liked snakes anyway. He's just covered in bites. He just the only thing he liked was crack.
Crack will make you carry a snake to a ring.
Oh, exactly. Knowing that you're going to get more money for crack will definitely make you do a lot of things.
Dave, did you ever hear the story too that Macho Man had to wrestle Jake the Snake, and he thought he was so concerned that he made Jake the Snake have the snake bite him first before they went out to the ring. And
have you watched the Vice series, Dark Side of the Ring?
I have,
It's the greatest. It is just every dark story from the darkest sport. It's so good.
I mean, there's a lot of them too. I mean,
I saw Jake the Snake live because I wanted to meet him. So I went to his show where it took him from the door of the stage to get to the mic about 35 minutes because it was
that's an intro.
Just unbelievable.
Were they playing his entrance music?
Yeah.
Play it again.
You could just see tears running every time he moved a foot.
They could have just broke out like rappers and put that on, and by
the Indian in the boat on the commercial is crying as he's walking. It's just everything.
It's just sad. But he said that Andre the Giant would normally drink 1/5, but a particular night he drank 2, so he was a little tipsy, and he was supposed to land just above his chest, but instead he just landed directly on his chest and crushed every bone, and that's how he ended up getting addicted to painkillers. Was because Andre the Giant just destroyed his body.
Yeah,
it's amazing how many people get like that wrestler. Like if you're a wrestler, like I would say, it's weird. I try to figure this out, like a time life of a wrestler, and like the midgets on Little People, Big World, and like the father with the wood sticks that walks, like they live about the same as a wrestler. They don't live any older. I did research on this. They only live to be 40, 54 maybe.
Well, usually, or you're like Eddie Guerrero, and midgets don't really have their heart explode while they're brushing their teeth at 35.
Oh, we got to get you on the Realm show with fucking Vince Russo. Oh my God, we have a show over there. It's the wrestling people will love this. This is what we got to do there,
dude. I grew up with it, so I miss it. And then now it's just John Cena speaking languages, denying countries exist. I don't like it anymore. But all the old school wrestling
out the N-word.
Oh, well, Hulk Hogan's the great. I loved that when he was in court for his son paralyzing a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, we need you to tone down your apparel. So he came in a black do-rag and a black suit and a Jesus chain. He's like, all right, brother, I'll tone it down. He's talking to his son. Talking to his son on a jail phone, going, hey, I don't know what happened, but God decided to lay some heavy shit on that kid. It's like, you bought them the alcohol that caused the accident.
How can you not take the blame over you blaming your son? What kind of fucking place in hell are you going? You only a leg drop killing fucking faggot. Really? That's all he's got is a leg drop.
No, it's all he is. He was Mr. Nanny. Like while Randy Savage was taking beatings, he was filming Mr. Nanny.
Yeah.
And because he was the guy, he was the good guy. He only turned heel for that very brief period with like NWO. Yeah.
Oh, and he was worshipped for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then, he was always the same. It's how John Cena is now. He's always the guy who's going to be safe.
Yeah. You know what's so funny about wrestling? Like years ago, like everybody loved it. I don't know if you know the story about Jim Florentine. He was a huge, young lad that loved wrestling. But so there was this guy that would go all the matches and have all the pictures and that. And he would make Jim sit on his lap to be able to get the picture. And he would do that to him. Jim goes, I didn't care. I was getting all these pictures. I mean, he was a huge wrestling fan. The guy was basically, he would be in prison today.
So Jim was getting molested by a wrestler?
No, by a guy that had pictures of them.
Really?
It was a guy that goes, hey, you want this picture? Sit on my lap. It's something like that. I swear to God, you're going to die laugh. I can't believe
Oh, my God, that's amazing.
he never tell that story. It's the funniest story.
He told it on this show, I think.
He did tell that story. Well, yeah, but I remember that story. And we looked at him, and he's like, but I got the pictures. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He didn't realize he was even molested till that moment.
He didn't care. He got wrestling memorabilia.
Can you imagine that guy's just going to a trading card store buying all these pictures just to get young Jim to sit on his lap?
Jim.
Yeah, you want a Dusty Rhodes? Just sit on my face for 20 minutes and it's all yours.
Hey,
Here's
ever have anybody
saw Jim Duggan?
You ever have anybody do a Pat Patterson on your chin?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Why don't you take your shirt off? We'll reenact some of your favorite matches.
Hey, you remember that bathtub match? You didn't see it? I'll show you.
Come on in here. It's fine. Remember that Don't Tell Your Parents big show at WrestleMania? Don't ever repeat what happened here. Let's do that one.
This is called a half Nelson.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's horrible. That was anything if you were a kid before 1995 though.
Yeah.
Where a neighbor could just molest you and you were like, yeah, but I got ice cream. I mean, you didn't really know.
Hey, well, why is Mr. Thompson cutting the lawn? I don't know. You're just sitting there with your legs up and your fucking balls out.
We had a neighbor who had one arm, but it was like missing at the nub and it looked like a tit. And he always tried to get us to go in his house, but we never would. And it was because of his nub.
Oh,
it wasn't
really?
because we were, it wasn't even because we were worried about getting touched. It was just we didn't want to look at his nub.
But if it looked like a tit, you could have.
It looked like a tit. It was very weird. It looked like a nipple. It looked like it was a balloon that somebody had tied off on the end. I don't know what happened to it. I think he had a different story to every time somebody asked him. Yeah, it was gross. And he had one of those lawnmowers that didn't have an engine. It was like the rolling one with the blade. Yeah, like the old one that like only like Donald Duck has used.
Yeah.
He was such a weird dude. But yeah,
he pitched his game wrong to you guys. He should have been like, if it looked like a tit, he should have been like, "Hey, come in, kids, you can suck a tit."
He could have just said, he could have been like, "I have the rest of my arm inside," and we would have probably gone in.
Yeah, but it's like, how did he do such a horrific accident to his arm with that kind of lawnmower?
I know. It's probably why he has the push mower. Now that I think about it, he was that arm is a result of not being good with engines.
Yeah. They just couldn't clean the blood and guts out of the other one. So.
I used to have a Toro, real sharp blades on those things.
Now it's a torso.
How sharp are they? Look at this.
I mean, I should do commercials for them, right, kids? Huh?
Here, kids, throw an onion ring on it.
He threw the engine with his good arm.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
It's amazing. It's like, what do? You can't do any. Like, what are you going to be, a waiter? They just put a thing over it. You can't be anything. You understand?
No, he looked like Major Dad.
Yeah, who's going to hire you? Where are you going to get? Who wants to? All right, somebody's serving you food that's missing an arm. You're like, oh fuck, where's the other one? You know what I mean? No, I'm not eating now.
No, it's like when somebody has a claw, like I feel bad for you, but then they'll put I know a guy who's born with no arms and legs, so he's a motivational speaker. Like he has, of course, like he has other options. That's what I love. It's like, oh no, it's like you had two choices: have someone kill you because you can't do it yourself, or a motivational speaker. Those are your choices. Or if I could throw a toaster in the bathtub with your mouth. Yeah. But I remember when like, my God, it's like, boy, did your mom love to drink. But when I met him, he put out his nub, and I just looked at him. I go, "What do you want me to do with that?" And he just burst out laughing, and we were friends ever since. Because he's like, "You're the only person who didn't just shake it in my entire life, and was just kind of a dick about it." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to shake your nut. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, pretend there's a hand there? I didn't know what to do." It's like, I'm not shaking your nub. I couldn't even really tell you were trying to shake it. It was just pointing at me.
My first job was a cashier at Acme, and I had this guy come in with a claw, like the little fingers, and he would always insist on handing me the change with the claw in there. And I was 16, 15.
You might as well have sat in this lap for wrestling pictures.
How else did you think he was going to hand you the change with the claw, dude? He couldn't hold the change in the claw.
No, I don't remember.
If he fucking quarters
all I remember
true.
was that claw. But I'm right-handed. You know,
he just it's my strong arm. He ironically claw fucked you behind a claw machine.
That would be. It would take you 2 days to call the police. 2 days to call the police on that one. You know, it's like I was going to call yesterday, but it was the location where it happened.
I had to make sure it happened.
Oh yeah, there was a claw lady who used to come into this place where I would sell luggage, and she took a lot of trips, I'm sure, to some foreign country to try to fix her hand, like some sort of weird surgery. But yeah, she was the sweetest lady, but it was just like, I can't do anything but stare at the claw.
Yeah. And then she was probably like, "Well, there's 90 days."
How do I look now? I came back from Taiwan.
Oh my god!
Probably traveling.
Do you like
it? Someone enough money to fuck her.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that's probably true. I was a young drug addict. She could have paid me. For $50, I would have banged her in the alley.
Would you have told her to like hide it behind her back or?
Yeah, I'd been like, just don't touch me with that thing, or maybe do.
Yeah. Little foreplay.
Let's see if that thing does magic.
You can get there's guys out there saying they can't get hot chicks, man. I've seen hot chicks like missing arms, a leg. I mean, if you want to fucking do a little more to work in the relationship, guys, there's plenty of women out there that have lost limbs and fucking shit that will date down. They have to date down, really, because they're not fully.
You're talking about like hot chicks?
Yeah, hot chicks that had a little accident that, they're all wounded anyway by the time you get them, so you might as well have them really wounded.
Beautiful blonde California girls that surfed at dusk. They're out there.
On Shark Week.
Yeah.
Just waiting for you.
We're closing the beaches.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be Googling shark victims tonight.
Go ahead.
One-legged single
You
surfer.
swipe right because you don't have a left hand.
I can't wait to get her on all threes.
Yes.
You have to break up a fucking part of a fucking coffee table so you can get her on all fours, tape it to her.
We're all coming back as one-armed wrestlers in our next life just for this conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Karma.
No, we're going to come back as hitchhikers on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm going to come back as a guy.
North.
Yeah. I'll be a guy with a push mower trying to give kids wrestling pictures.
With a nipple arm.
Yeah.
And that means Jim will come back as Jim again. So he can sit on your lap.
Yeah. You like the junkyard dog? Come on.
Get my change.
Speaking of change, I got one on my balls. You ever see that?
Remember those? Remember that match?
You gotta talk to Jim and get that full story.
This guy's ever watched wrestling. He thinks every match either took place in a bed or a shower.
Shawn Michaels shower match.
Yeah.
But you need to get the channel that guy has. You're like, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
He only gets it in his basement like that, too?
That's so strange.
Hey, listen, with television to catch a predator and parents on their guard, it's just not easy to molest young children anymore.
So
now you got Ring doorbells. So you got to get a job now. You got to take up golf.
Yeah.
Your hobby's just defunct.
Yeah, you can't go to church to pick up women anymore because they're not open, right? Well, they're kind of getting open again. But
I think it depends. As long as you're a goofy ass religion where
Yeah.
you've killed Americans, it's fine. If you're
Yeah.
Christian, not so much.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy what's going on now. They want to shut down everything. Like
Yeah.
New York City wants to do where they you have to have a card to get into somewhere. It's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
it's like that's bullshit. I think because it's supposed to. If this shot is supposed to fix you, what's the big deal? It's going to fix you. Well, let somebody else die then. Who gives a fuck? Let everyone.
Well, yeah, if it doesn't affect you and it's based on herd immunity, especially in New York City, they said you have to have a vaccine card to get into a restaurant or if you want to go into a gym. Not Jim Florentine.
Look, I got a card. It's from the WWF.
wrestling memorabilia for that.
But yeah, all the gyms in New York. Too bad in the 80s they weren't checking for cards.
Trying to get in the gym again.
Sir, that's a fake Milt Mascaris photo that guy molested you.
You have to have a replica championship belt to get into that.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. In the 80s, there was one virus that took out 80% of the gay population.
Yeah,
They named it correctly.
and nobody gave a shit really. You know what I mean?
No.
It was like it was no big fucking deal. It was like for me, I'm like I'm not doing heroin. I'm not getting blown by guys or fucking them. I'm okay. But
Yeah.
but people were dying and they didn't rush to do anything. And it wasn't like all these deaths, like you said. You didn't hear for years until like Freddie Mercury died, and then everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Whoa."
Well, I was watching.
Elton John.
Oh, sorry. go
Elton
ahead.
John is not dead yet, but when he dies, it's going to be bigger.
We're both real pussy magnets, but
I saw him at Madison Square Garden, and he had like a spittoon, and I'm just like, boy, I bet that's been used a lot in his day.
Oh, God.
But he's incredible. I mean, he's a good artist. But yeah, like even the first WrestleMania that we were talking about, that like they have Liberace there. Yeah, you have Liberace there, and then like Muhammad Ali's a ref. But yeah, like Liberace's just so riddled with AIDS, he can barely hold up a bell. Like he basically has to do poppers just to
hanging around the locker room and the changing room. Hey,
yeah, he's like kind of waving, and he just knows something's wrong. He can't stop sweating, but he's not quite sure why.
And he just shit into a gold outfit that he's wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like over. Like that disease fucked people up. They went from fucking, being big people out of big people, and you look at him, and it was like they took a train to fucking Germany or something like that. It's really.
Charlie Sheen was like that, where even if you looked at like the 10 years he had it before he told anybody, like I wouldn't really watch 2.5 Men, but you would catch it because it was on all the time. And I was like, he really looks thin, because I loved him as a kid because of like Major League and Wall Street and Platoon. And it's like, because at one point he was actually good at what he did before, he started carrying around $800,000 in crack in a briefcase handcuffed to him. But he always looked really, really thin. And I was like, I know he has AIDS. There's no way he doesn't have AIDS. And it turned out I was absolutely right.
Oh man!
Because
Do you think Rob has
like
AIDS too? Like Rob, like he looks like he kind of has it, right?
I just go to the gym. I mean, I
just go to the
Florentine.
gym.
yeah, not that gym.
Now watch, I got the wrong person. I'm saying Jim Florentine's
Hey,
getting
Jim, you want
molested.
this shirt? Macho Man wore it himself.
Yeah, he's calling you.
Yeah, what the fuck are you saying that I was molested by some guy with wrestling?
He's like, I did it for Metallica tickets. I didn't the wrestling.
Get your shit.
Yeah. I got Pantera front row.
Oh my fucking
Release
god!
the picture of him.
Yeah, I mean, look. I went out with a girl that was she was missing an arm, and I had no idea, dude.
You had no idea?
I banged a fucking
job.
I thought that'd be weird. Like 4 dates in, she's like, I have something to tell you.
Yeah. He says he has no idea because when he was holding her down with the one arm, she wasn't hitting back.
Well, yeah, she wasn't hitting
I had no
back.
idea.
No, but she didn't say any. I didn't know. I even banged her too, and I didn't know. Okay.
Did she have a prosthetic?
Yeah, but it looked like, she had a fucking ring on it, dude. You trying
Like
to throw me off?
kingpin?
Oh, well, that's a
Yeah,
short way to fool you. Put a ring
Big
on.
Rubber with a big golden bowling ring. You're like, I think I
that's
fucked
real.
Woody Harrelson.
Like in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Chubbs. Remember Chubbs?
yeah, dude, that's the best.
But she
I got
walked on
that
the other
bastard's eye though.
But she would walk on the other side of me whenever she had that thing,
Yeah.
And then
Was this through a glory hole?
No, I don't. I forget where we met, and then we're working in a theater, and Artie goes to me. He goes, "Hey, is that the one-armed girl coming tonight?" I go, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Bob, you're fucking kidding me, right? You're not that fucked up that you don't."
Yeah.
And I had no idea, and that's when I realized. And then she came, and I go, "Holy shit!"
Is that when
Oh
you
my
gave up
God.
Xanax?
That's when that was one of the reasons when I look back at that. You never
It's
know.
amazing when Artie Lang has to correct you.
Exactly.
You just paid no attention to this girl if Artie's the one that's like, you haven't noticed? She has a styrofoam hand.
No, there was a ring on it.
Yeah.
There was a tattoo that said Michaels.
He's like, I barely listen to her, let alone look at her. I don't know.
Oh
It
my
has
God.
termite bites out of it.
Yeah,
mean,
just-
It's like, when Artie would come up with something like that, I would be like, it was a time to check my life sometimes, and it was, because it was like, how do you not know? How do you get that fucked up that you don't know that a girl has something that we can burn if we ever get stuck in the woods if it's 20 degrees?
How many dates did you go on with her?
Like 4, man, but she stayed on the left. She went on the wrong side. She stayed by the curb, motherfucker. I
You
had
never
no idea.
noticed she's
With
just
one
eating
hand.
with one
Or one
hand.
hand.
No, she was. I thought she was she loved the country a lot because she had her
Yeah,
one
you're like,
hand here
I bet she
and she would
did.
eat like this.
Yeah.
I'm Amish.
Yeah, I don't know. I really, Dave, to say I don't pay attention is fucking very,
Yeah.
very, very
Well, it's
correct.
It's gotta be.
Oh.
You're like, she's just got this Emily Post etiquette where her table manners are just outstanding.
Yeah, I seen when we were walking down the aisles, we went by the pledge, and she looked at it weird, and I was like, "What the fuck?" She was like this. So,
Yeah. and then Randy Savage drove into her arm, and the rest is history.
You can always find good wood.
oh my God, Dave, you are fucking hilarious, man.
Oh,
You
thank
fucking,
you, sir.
you know what I mean? Like when you're doing shit with like just fucking talking to him, it's the funniest shit, man. I love it, man.
Thank
I've
you,
always
man.
loved it. It's just like this is what radio is. You know what I mean? It's like people don't get it until they see it, and then they'll be like, "Hey, let's see that again and see what I'm talking about." This guy just knows how to come in and fucking do a fucking show. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
and
sir.
a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people.
Sharp mind.
Shop
He's
mine.
everywhere too. He's everywhere, man. Every time I look at Dave's stuff,
is
I'm
the
like, he's
COVID.
all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
COVID's all
Yeah.
over too.
I think
There's a new strain of Dave Landau coming
Yeah.
out as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
the variant.
Yeah,
So
the
I
Delta
think Dave
variant.
is,
That's
Dave's
amazing.
spreading
Gonna-
faster though, man.
Yep.
I
It's
see
gonna
you
wipe
everywhere,
out.
dude.
Yeah, I've had a good year, which is cool, or a good. I don't know. I've had an all right year. I've had a good year, and it's life. It's always
Yeah,
up
yeah.
and down. But yeah, it's been good.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
mean,
lucky.
You're you got the gig on Louder with Crowder. You got plenty
I
of
did.
stand-up
Mhm.
gigs. I mean, there's so
Yep.
much. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like
I'm just waiting
it can
for
only
the-
go down from here, right, Dave? Or is there more coming? I don't know.
I'm
think
just
so.
waiting for the COVID to die off before I go out. I'm using that excuse.
Yeah,
Even though
I
I
just
got
love-
the shot.
I think
That's
that
the-
COVID's going to outlast you, Bob.
yeah. I just love the stance every comic's taking. Like, well, I'm not going to play there because they want vaccination cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that why you're not going to play Madison Square Garden, or Broadway? Yeah, is that that what did it?
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm going
my
to say no to Caroline's. Say no to Caroline's.
Say-
I used to have comedians coming up just sucking dick to get in there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just to say hello. So maybe the owner's seen them.
That's what's amazing. You won't get a shot, but you'll hand out flyers for 3 years to be a waiter. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It's fucking unbelievable. And have somebody tell you suck. I see your fucking face and say thank you.
Right? Yeah, just like
But you're
just
taking
on that
stand.
vaccine.
You're
Just
saving
to
the
get
fucking world. You're saving the world.
Just to get passed at a club that means nothing to no one. Like, it's just why? Oh, I'm passed here in New York City. Everyone else in the country's like, I don't know what that means. Good for you. I don't. What? Aren't you a comic? Doesn't that mean you get on stage? No. I hand out flyers. I work the door. I wait on some tables. I park cars. That sort of thing. Stand up.
I'm a comic.
And I do the online promotions for them.
Yes, I run their social media. Where occasionally I get bitter and fill it with racial slurs, and then they find a new one of me very easily.
Nowadays.
My brother cuts the owner's lawn. You might have seen him.
He's a big wrestling fan, but he tends to give away all his photos.
There's some guy that says nice.
Yeah. Jim was in his 30s.
It's not a genuine King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, is that real?
Oh my God! It's just like they used it. Oh my God! It's a good way to lure a young fan. You know what I mean? If you look at it, a young fan. I mean, you got a superstar Billy Graham. I remember him talking about that. Now it's coming back to me. It did happen to him. He was talking about superstar Billy Graham. And it had to happen.
I wonder if he still has it.
What, the mental scars?
Yeah.
I think he's still carrying that around with him.
Yeah, he definitely has one of those.
Or both.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's unbelievable. Like, to have, this is like a show. You put a show together. Watch how easy it is for me to get your fucking kid. And you go out there, you go out by a wrestling thing and whatever. You start giving out flyers. You take them in the van. You have like a show showing how easy it is. Because there's people like Florentine all around here. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's too hard now. I mean, from the research I've done, it's damn near impossible. Yeah, it's
Amber Alert.
I mean, the internet, and it's all ruined everything.
Yeah,
your phone just goes off. I can't make it 2 miles.
It puts a lot of attention on you.
Of course, thank God.
You kidnap somebody and you fucking say, "Hey, shut this thing off. It keeps beeping because I fucking stole you just now." Because your phone just fucking makes that fucking and I'm like, what the fuck? I go, I'm not looking for this kid.
It's funny when you're on stage and the entire place goes off and it's like, oh, don't worry. It's just a kidnapped child. Let's continue with the comedy show. If anybody sees a Toyota Tacoma with Denver plates.
Your next act.
Yeah. Coming up next. Oh, they found her. Well, they found part of her. All right, everybody. All right.
Wait. Before we bring up, they found her dead. Now you're next act.
Don't worry, though.
Calm down, folks. Your next act's coming out. She's already dead. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Don't worry, though. It's the year of COVID, and they're going to let him right out of jail. It's a revolving door.
It is,
but he'll be allowed back into Chuck E. Cheese because he did get a vaccination.
Yeah. Some people know how to count to 999 now, and they go into a store and they don't go over 1,000 and they don't get arrested, and people watch them walk out. If I tried that, I guarantee somebody will fucking hit me in the back of the head. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, it'll be the guy who came to rob it too. He's gonna sit there waiting.
You should try it, Bob.
It's like shopping at Walgreens. You might as well just stand outside and wait for someone to burn it down. They're going to eventually.
You were supposed to be here at 3 to rob the store. It's fucking 3:05.
Yeah. Goodbye. That's crazy. It is nuts how everything is just turned to complete shit. It is the internet that ruined everything for real, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's cool that you can do stuff like this, but when people are like, oh, it's a double-edged sword, I'm like, no, it's just a single edge that fucked up all of humanity.
Yeah.
It's scary. It really is. Like, I'm like, we're getting out. We're going to Florida. We're getting out of this country.
Yeah, he should. That guy DeSantis should be president, man. I stand by that. That guy is incredible.
I think he's going to run, man.
He is.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I think him and Trump are going to run. You know, him and Trump will run. Nobody's going to beat him. Trump's going to run again. Look, you don't piss off somebody like Trump. I'm telling you, the guy gets the last laugh at everybody. Mark my words, what he's going to do. I'm telling you, he never not fucking buries somebody. I'm telling you. And you're going to see what I'm saying. He will be back. He's not going to walk away from what happened.
If anything, yeah, I'm with you. I think if anything, he will be a consultant for DeSantis. But I mean, at this point, the Democrats look so bad right now. And then you have Cuomo coming out where it's like, oh, he sexually harassed people. And you're like, didn't he sexually harass people? We knew about this for years at this point. Yeah. A year ago, we were discussing this, and nobody did anything about it, and all of a sudden, it's a problem. And it's both sides. And I'm not even trying to sound moderate. I'm just saying, like, Al Franken got Me Too'd. Like, people do get on both sides. They do get screwed. That's what they're saying.
Teams, you pick your team, and there's no swaying. You can't tell anybody anything. They pick their team, and that's it.
The problem I have is they're like, Trump didn't. They're like, Trump never got in trouble for what he said. It's like, you destroyed the country. We all paid for that.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's unbelievable. If I was selling hot dogs, I would have made a fortune because of those fires were every night where they could have fucking cooked those dogs on there and fucking. I would have been out there fucking selling dogs. Who needs a dog? Me, motherfucker.
I should have just dressed like Trudeau and went around looting places. Would have got Rolexes, jackets,
TVs, all kinds of stuff.
You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to. You're like, hey, shit, something's on fire. Come on, let's go. Let's get set. Don't wear a jacket. You got to wear 3 home.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get you plenty. Be an 8-ball jacket. Make sure to wear a mask, though.
Yeah. You're running to the car. What shoe size are you? Come on, motherfucker. What shoe size? I'm going right there. It's amazing.
Trump's starting his own social media.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
But that we'll see about that. You know what I mean?
I hear he's suing like Twitter and Facebook. Is that true, Dave? You're more in the political realm.
I know there's talks of it. He should. I mean, considering why would a social media site make it so the president can't tweet or or post on it? It's not. It was the president. It's again. I get it that it's Trump and you didn't like him. But at the same time, you kept it so the president couldn't. It's insane to me what happened over the last year.
Yeah.
It totally is. I mean, like to have the president not be able to, like you said, to speak to the people in his own country. It's like almost saying people in other countries are going, holy shit, we've seen this happen before. And some of them are going through it now. And that's a scary fucking feeling because we are supposed to be the leaders and we don't look that way at all.
Well, there's no leadership. I mean, it's all owned. We're all corporate owned. Mm-hmm. That's all it's become in this country. And the weird part is liberals are now the voice for the corporations, which was never the way that it was. It doesn't make any sense to me at all the way that things have. I don't even know if you can say materialized. It's the way it's devolved. I guess I'd say dissolved, really, because I just don't see where any of this is going. I think it's very, very dangerous, and I think the country is in. Yes, I just fuck everybody. That's what I want to say.
Well, not really.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's horrible what's going on. It's fucking scary. And if we didn't have time to laugh and fucking just, and tell people to go fuck themselves, I'm telling you, I don't know what I'd be. I'd be fucking killing people. Truthfully, I can't. I'd be doing really bad things if I didn't have an outlet.
No, I would be giving wrestling cards to kids. I would
sit on my lap.
Well, I mean, I think that's why you're such a great addition. I mean, Louder with Crowder was already a great show, but I mean, your type of humor just like adds to that. So I think that's what people need. Even when talking politically, there can be some humor behind it. And that's what we need to laugh at things.
But you can't always just find this like one view, and that's what a lot of stuff is. And I mean, I do respect him and his opinion, obviously, a lot. It's just there's different ways of looking at something, and the idea of everybody says let's have a conversation, but nobody has one.
No.
So
exactly.
we just end up in this weird place where I think the majority of people are mostly moderate. But all we hear about is the very, very loud right and left in the extremes.
Yeah.
And we're being told to, I mean, Hollywood's in the red. We keep hearing about January 6th, like that was the worst riot of last year.
It was like people. It was people celebrating the lighting of a Christmas tree. It looked like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, they were just like, it weren't going. It was just a group that was there. They weren't. It wasn't popping up and down like a soccer stadium. You know what I mean? And I've seen more.
We're being told that people lighting fires and breaking windows and stealing shit and causing riots on the street is just like, it's okay. It's peaceful. And then like this thing we saw was, I mean, it was
well, we came up with the term mostly peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Because that means partially violent protest.
Yeah. You have to mix it in. You mix it in. It's perfect together.
Yeah, it was mostly peaceful until, people started getting their heads caved in and buildings were burning down and kids got stomped. But I mean, other than that, it was very peaceful.
And the lady only got partly raped.
Yeah, only a little. Yeah.
I seen a guy with a nub beating people.
Right. A domestic violence dispute is mostly peaceful until the last 10 minutes or the dinner's bad.
Exactly. Or until she didn't listen.
Yes. Yeah. The first 4 hours.
I tell you, I guarantee that started with a fucking wonderful smiling day for those two before that fucking last swing came. You know what I mean? There's no doubt.
Sure. I heard a couple fighting on a plane, and I was in first class, which I was happy on American Airlines, which is not first class. And the couple in front of me were having the loudest argument I've ever heard. Like the shit you would never say except behind closed doors. It was wonderful. Everybody was enjoying it. It was they were just the wife is this like drunk, just psycho, and you can tell they have a bunch of money. She's like, why are you being nasty? I didn't marry your mother. I didn't marry fucking Gladys. And he's like, shut up, you dumb cunt. Like, and they're like going at it hard and no one's saying anything because we were
Wait a minute.
It.
Nick DiPaolo was in.
Yeah, he was on my flight.
Shut up, you dumb cunt. It sounds like Nick.
Yes.
Sounds like Bob Levy.
So, what happened? That was just
nothing.
dark.
We all just enjoyed it because there were no movies. So we just watched this. We all just watched this couple fight for. It was like the whole flight. Like she was at first, like when she got her food, like she got the little box they give you of dog shit, and she was just like dancing and drinking her wine, and then all of a sudden he gave her a look, and this switch just flipped, and it was just 45 minutes to an hour of them screaming at each other, and we all just enjoyed it.
I mean, if that's the only entertainment, if it starts to die down to one of the other passengers go, remember when he called you a cunt?
Oh yeah, well I just like watching people just smash each other's faces into an Annie Ann's counter over a mask.
Just like, fuck you, this is a White Claw.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
Airline travel is the best now. It's just people hurting each other,
It's
even the
crazy.
ones they love.
Yeah, there's big brawls there. Like I wouldn't even get involved. I'd back up. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a guy being an asshole, one guy, then you jump in and say, stop, you whatever. But if there's 20 to fucking 40 people fighting, like I'm seeing now, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Families at Disneyland.
Yeah, you just walk up. Aren't we supposed to be brothers?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's really no well, even if a guy, like I've had it where like a guy's hitting a girl. Like I remember this was outside of Club XS in Detroit, and this guy's way bigger than me. So I get out of the car and I'm like, hey, stop hitting her. And all of a sudden she turns on me too. So I've united them because now they both want to kill me for getting involved. God. So now if somebody's getting hit, it's like, well, I don't want to get involved. Yeah, I don't know what she did. I don't know what
she definitely did something.
That's why I could never be on a jury if somebody killed their spouse, a guy or girl. I'd just be like, well, something clearly happened and it's not my business.
I'll watch it on ID.
Yeah,
he definitely did something fucked up. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
It's got to be a Michigan thing, man. I've heard that before.
Yeah, you're from Michigan?
Yeah, I'm from Michigan. I'm down in the southeastern corner.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah.
Well, he's got that Michigan look.
Before.
Oh,
He's got the Tiger's hat, and no one else would wear that.
Yeah, that's right. Die Hard, like what Rob was talking about. Support your team forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. You will never find a fair weather fan in Michigan because we can't be. We had Hockey Town for about 7 years, and we had to bring in ex-KGB soldiers to do
Yeah, that's right. The Russian 5, baby.
Dude, the best, man. I met Sergei Fedorov. I went up to him. He was at a gas station. Yeah, he was at a gas station. This is 1999. I grabbed my math homework. And I run up and I have him sign it, right? And there's this blonde girl in shotgun, and she goes, "Do you want me to sign it?" And I go, "Why?" And I walked back to the car, and they were like, "Dude, that was Anna Kournikova. You just shit on Anna Kournikova." I didn't know who she was. I didn't watch tennis. I just thought it was some hot girl he was banging. I'm like, why would I want your autograph?
Oh, he was banging her.
And I think at the time she was
nuts.
I was 17, and I think at that time it would have been illegal if I fucked her.
You should have said, "Let me show you some wrestling
pictures."
I can you imagine this fucking that's so fucking funny.
Sergei Fedorov, though, man, he did go crazy after he got done dating Anna.
Yeah, he did. Well, I think my favorite player ever was definitely the Enforcer Probert.
Yeah,
because
Bob
it was
Probert,
just
baby.
That is just when that was when boxing was hockey. It was just the best, and he would just hurt. And I love when I forgot the guy from New York who got the best of him. Yeah, he got the best of him. And then when he's interviewed now, he goes, "So I'm just waiting for Probert to beat the shit out of me." So he said he just skated up to the box and was like, "You want to just do this now?" He knew he got so lucky with that one shot. And I mean, I give him credit. He was a little dude. He did. Yeah. He was one of the only people ever in the NHL that got the best of Probert.
That's the only reason they paid him. They paid him to go out there and beat the shit out of people.
Ty Domi could have been then. Fatio was bigger. He was.
It was Ty Domi. It was Ty Domi.
Ty Domi. Yeah, it was Ty Domi. He was only hired to fight. Couldn't play hockey for shit. Scored a goal once in a while, but it was exciting. It was like there's this thing on Instagram. It's called NHL Fights or something like that. I watch it for 3 hours straight. Just them dropping the gloves from 1950s on, and it's almost like you're fucking watching it. You're jerking off. It's like you're a kid again.
Yeah, it's like I used to love it. They just take a skate off and slice each other's throats. There was just a point where you just had to let them do it, and they knew that's why people were watching. And it was just blood on the ice for the entire Russian 5. And our friend's dad was I was trying to say janitor, but the Zamboni driver for the Red Wings, El Sabatka. So he, Russian dude. My buddy's was Art Monatsakanov. His dad, Sergei Monatsakanov, got in that limo accident where he was paralyzed. Yeah. But we were over at they would throw octopuses and shit at him when he was cleaning the eye. Yeah. And I went in his house and I was all on drugs and I tried to steal the Russian 5 card sets.
Oh, dude.
I got it too, and I sold it, and then they went and found it. Well, I didn't sell it. My friend did. But we left with that. And then I was walking out with a putter that Steve Yzerman had signed. And she's like, "Why is your leg not bending?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's a golden putter. But yeah, he got all the stuff back hours later. But we were just such scumbags.
From Detroit Pawn.
Oh, yeah. It was, hardcore pawn.
You got it back from Les.
Great. Yeah. That is amazing.
They were always fun days.
See, that's what it is. Those are the days that it was fucking we were talking about this on Miserable Men. Remember when Joe Namath tried to make out with that girl on the sidelines, the reporter? He was drunk. You can't do that anymore. Which sucks. It's like he should. No, because look, he's Joe Namath. Joe Namath should be able to do that. That was my point. That's Joe Namath, man. If you watch him play, he can do that however old he gets, and he should be able to do it.
The man dressed like Goldie in the Mac for his entire football career. It was just a better time.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, it's my buddy from Russia. He's who came here, and his dad, like I said, he was the wings trainer. And dude, the amount of money all those guys got, he's like, you guys just don't get it. He's like, I stood in bread lines in freezing cold. Those guys loved America. They didn't care that in a mildly cold ice rink, that was heaven to them.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
all I have to do is fight.
They were superstars, man.
Yeah, dude. They're the toughest people I have ever seen.
Like they are.
Yeah.
Hockey is one thing. It
Yeah.
never slows down. It never stops you getting hit. You have to watch everything. It's a moving game. You can get knocked out. If you think you can go and skate by 2 players to the end, nobody will make it. You will be fucking crying. You'll be in so much pain with them checking you down every second.
Oh,
They're
for
fucking
sure.
animals.
Dave, did you grow up playing hockey?
No, my brother did. Our uncle was sort of John Van Beesbroek, who played for the Rangers.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so my brother liked him a lot, and he used to send us like jerseys and all kinds of stuff. He married he was my uncle's brother, so we just called him uncle, but he passed away. But Johnny's still alive. John's still, he coached for the OHL until he started calling people the N-word, which in Canadian hockey, I'm not sure who he was talking to.
Right?
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not.
But he
much
was
in the
he was a goalie. There, I'm sure the brain damage is pretty incredible. But yeah, as a kid, we grew up on it because we were always watching him. So we were Rangers fans, and we were also Wings fans. And then there wasn't really much with the Wings until we got into high school, because I was a freshman when they won the Stanley Cup, and then just swept for years. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So that was like 91?
hockey's the best.
96,
but they were on,
yeah.
Near the end. But they were on, like, they always had a good team, mostly had a good team. Like, I was a Minnesota North Star fan, and once they gone, it's like I said, I have no team anymore. Then I was a Ranger fan. Now I move here, and now I'm just a hockey fan. But I love it because I pick the games that night that I want to win, who I want to win, and I fucking love watching the game. I wear my glasses, I can see shit now, and I'm like, fucking hockey is. You go to a hockey game and see it live, and then you fucking watch on TV, and you tell me that hockey sucks. You're an idiot, because hockey is to me the best playoffs you're gonna see.
Even before the puck tracker, it was fun because people were just hurting each other. Yeah. But now you can actually follow the game. I mean, there was that point where, like, I just remember watching it in like the late 80s where you're like, I don't know where this puck, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But it was just fun to watch people hurt each other. But now it's like every screen you have is gigantic. Everything that you can, there's so many great ways to watch sports without even leaving your home.
It is. It's fucking amazing, man. This was fucking great, Dave. We got to have you back on again.
Appreciate it.
This was like, this is hilarious. I'm going to be dying watching it. I was just like amazed just watching you. And it's great to see people that can fucking do that, because you don't see it often.
Well, thank you, my friend. I apprecian you guys having me.
Yeah,
no problem.
Greats, Louder with Crowder. It's on weekdays at 10 a.m., right?
10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. We're on hiatus right now while he's getting surgery, but we will be back very soon. We're filming a lot of sketches and getting stuff done.
Yeah, busy man. We love having you on. Thanks for taking the time to hang with us.
Thanks for having me, guys. Later.
Yeah, and we'll link you up and everything. Take care, buddy.
Awesome. Later,
Thank
guys.
you for listening to Levyland with me, the Reverend Bob Levy, Rob Soul, Chris Abels. We'll be back next week. Thank you, Dave Landau. It was like watching a figure skater work, right? In comedy. That's what's amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll see you next week. I'll be back. Bye.
Thank you.